Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Charlie Fisher Field in beautiful Gas City. Well, it's not so beautiful right now. Again, welcome to Mississinewa High School for tonight's contest. Mississinewa and Blackford will come together in a big CIC matchup. I'm Ryan Scott, and alongside with me is Ian Van Winkle. And V-Dub, it's great to have you back.
Oh, I must have brought the rain. Two broadcasts in a row, but it was raining a lot. The Eastbrook game that we did. It's raining cold this time, but this would be a great matchup. I mean, it'll end the CIC conference season, where both teams can get a little tune-up for sectionals, because Blackford has had a great season this year. They've really turned around, and Mississinewa's had an outstanding season. So it's gonna be a good one, I think.
Yeah. Before we get into all the real stats, Mississinewa comes in 7-1, 6-0 in the conference, undefeated in the conference, 56 state ranked in their class, and that'd be 4A. Funk's 66 and 33 in his 9th season at the Indians. Blackford 6-2, 5-1 in the conference, and ranked 162 in their class, and that'll be 3A. Randy Seahigh 12 and 18 in 3rd season at Blackford.
And Randy's had a lot of luck over the years. He did a good job with Madison Grant for a while, then went to Marion, and I didn't know where he ended up, and then ended up Blackford's doing a good job turning him around.
Yes, this will Mississinewa Blackford. That'll be their 49th meeting together. 25 and 23 is the record. Last win for Blackford was 2010, and that was Funk's first year.
Yeah, it's a nice night to recognize the seniors. Too bad the weather's not nice,
right.
But there's a lot of seniors going to be walking through. So we're going to get to. We got the national anthem coming up, unless that's
might be a test.
Okay, here we go. It might be.
We're going into a little bit of the stats for Mississinewa. Rushing yards per game is 251. Passing yards per game is 125. Total yards per game is 377, so a lot of yardage on this season. Tackles per game is 74, and sacks per game is 1. And points per game, they're averaging 41 points a game, and they did come up big victorious last week.
And it looks like Blackford's heavy on the run. They've had 331, and total yards per game 394. So they pass a little bit, but not as much as Mississinewa. And 51 tackles per game and 39 points per game. So fairly even on the offensive side. Yeah,
offensive side is even. Passing yards per game is
heavy Mississinewa.
Yeah, heavy in Mississinewa's favor. And when I was reading Mississinewa's, I was thinking of Alexandria's, because they have a strong passing yard for Alexandria, and that's what scored them a few. And we'll talk about Alexandria at the end of the pregame. Let's move on to team leaders for Mississinewa. Rushing yards per game is led by quarterback number 21 Heisman Skeens with 106. Passing yards per game is by quarterback 21 Heisman Skeens with 122. Total yards per game is by Skeens with 229. Tackles per game is by number 51 John Hall with 9. Sacks per game is by number 43 Tobias Mead with 0.6, and points per game is by number 35 Cade Campbell.
For Blackford, rushing yards per game, Isaac Justice 81.4. Passing yards, 63.3 for Caleb Neely, and Isaac Justice with 88.1 total yards per game. And Isaac Justice also on the defensive side, 8.4 tackles per game. And for points per game, Shane Elam with 10.3.
Yeah, you can see it's a little bit down for Blackford, but their record really doesn't show how well they've done this year.
Yeah, I think they've done a good job, especially against Eastbrook. I mean, I know people think, well, 21-0's a shutout, but against a perennial powerhouse like Eastbrook, it's difficult. I mean, it's difficult to just keep them to 21.
It is, and and Mississinewa had a high-scoring game last week, but it can totally change because Blackford they're a lot better than they have in the past.
Yeah, I think it's awesome that Blackford's stronger and coming up. I think it's great. I think it's been an awesome thing all year. It helps the CIC get stronger, and I think it's great that Mississinewa ends with Blackford because I think they both need a good, tough game to go into sectional, like I said before.
Yes, and we are going to turn it over to PA announcer Kurt McCollum with the seniors. It is senior night here at Fisher Field, and after that we'll get back with the rest of the pregame show. Now to PA announcer Kurt McCollum.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Fisher Field here on the campus of Mississinewa High School for tonight's CIC contest between the visiting Blackford Bruins and your Mississinewa Indians. Before we get started, tonight is senior night, so we'd like to honor those seniors. First up be the football players. Isaac Brummett. Isaac's being escorted by his parents, Nicole and Paul Brummett. He's a member of the football team. He plans to attend trade school, but is undecided on where. Amaya David. Amaya is being escorted by her parents, Andrea and Keith Thomas. Her activities include football manager, softball, Mu Alpha Theta, natural helpers, and student council. She plans to attend Middlebury College in Vermont and double major in neuroscience and Italian. Christian Downham. Christian's being escorted by his mother, Tracy Carter, and stepfather, Jerry Carter. His activities include football and bowling. He plans to enlist in the U.S. Army. Nathan Earl. Nathan's being escorted by his mother, Trina Retz, and father, Bill Earl. His activities include football, We the People, and student government. He plans to attend Ball State to study social studies, education. Seth Kochanik. Seth's being escorted by his mother, Chris Clevenger, stepfather, Ted Clevenger, and father, Bruce Kochanik, and stepmother, Misty Kochanik. His activities include football, TribeTV, and campus life. He plans to attend college to study meteorology. Dorian Mahoney. Dorian is being escorted by his mother, Stephanie Seward, and father, Jeremy McCoy. He's a member of the football team. He plans to join the Marine Corps. Tobias Mead. Tobias is being escorted by his uncle, Mike King, and aunt, Krista Barchet. His activities include football and track. He plans to study computer science at Purdue University. Chris Pavey. Chris is being escorted by his parents, Bobby and Kevin Pavey. His activities include football, track, choir, Mu Alpha Theta, National Honor Society, and theater. He plans to attend Purdue University to get a degree in aeronautical engineering. Jesse Plummer. Jesse's been escorted by his mother, Jennifer. He is a member of the football team. He plans to go to Tulsa Welding School. Heisman Skeens. Heisman's being escorted by his parents, Kelly and Eric Skeens. His activities include football, track, basketball, and natural helpers. He plans to attend college and study law. Gage Smith. Gage is being escorted by his parents, Lori and Randy Smith. His activities include football and TribeTV. He plans to attend college but is undecided on where. Sam Tarpon. Sam is being escorted by his mother, Katie Tarpon. His activities include soccer and football. He plans to enlist in the Marine Corps. Let's give another round of applause to our football players. Next up, we have Andrea Abbott. Andrea's being escorted by her parents, Leanne and James Abbott. Her activities include golf, track, basketball manager, student council, natural helpers, and DACA.
You heard it from PA announcer Kurt McCollum with the senior football players. And as the senior football players and the team will head to the locker room, we will continue with our stats. And we will go to the past few seasons. 2017, Mississinewa went 10-3, and they were at Blackford. They won 47-3. 2016, they went 10-1, and they hosted Blackford on Fisher Field, won 69-14. 2015, 6-4, a kind of a down year. They were at Blackford, and they won 64-0, a big win. 2014, 7-4, and they hosted Blackford at Fisher Field with a 35-zip win. 2013, 6-4, and they were at Blackford, won 46-0. So you can see that Mississinewa has a strong team, and they always seem to bring a very good game against Blackford.
Yeah, and I think tonight Mississinewa has a lot of pride finishing out the season, and I think they're going to give them a great game. And I think Blackford's not going to give up, but the CIC Jugs getting brought across the field here, so that's something to fight for. And Blackford probably really wants to have, and hopefully Mississinewa fights really hard to keep. So
no doubt about that. And look to next week, Mississinewa drew Western in the first round of the 2018 sectional, and that'll be played here at Fisher Field against Western at 7 p.m. and TribeTV will cover that. And we are going to take a 1-minute break and come back with more varsity pregame stats. This break is brought to you by Scott's Flooring and Installation. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching Mississinewa's Football Pregame Show on the Tribe Sports Network.
Jake is being escorted by his mother, Kelly Huey, stepfather, Toby Huey, father, Tom Eamer, and stepmother, Abby Eamer. His activities include cross-country, National Honor Society, track, and Mu Alpha Theta. He plans to attend college and study anesthesiology. Taylor Fields. Taylor's being escorted by her parents, Christy and Greg Fields. Her activities include soccer, band, choir, National Honor Society, and Mu Alpha Theta. She plans to attend Ball State and study nursing. Autumn Gibson. Autumn's being escorted by her parents, Nicole and Jeremy Gibson. Her activities include soccer and We the People. She plans to attend college and get her degree in engineering. Elena Hart. Elena is being escorted by her parents, Janelle and Ty Hart. Her activities include volleyball manager, cadet teaching, and yearbook staff. She plans to attend college to study elementary education. Connor Lehman. Connor's being escorted by his parents, Lori and John Lehman. His activities include soccer and trap shooting team. He is undecided on his plans for the future. Beth Lucas. Beth is being escorted by her parents, Tammy and Matt Lucas. Her activities include soccer, track,
Welcome back to the pregame show. 15 minutes until we get the opening kick underway. We are going to talk about Western a little bit. They are in 6-2, and they
look like they had some pretty lopsided wins through their wins, and Lafayette Jeff was a 6A school. They got beat pretty good by them, but considering their size, man, that's pretty understandable. Tipton was a really close game. Tipton's always good, and it looks like Western lost 21-24 last Friday. So they had a pretty tough schedule. I mean, Tipton and Lafayette Jeff and Lafayette Central Catholic's pretty heavy on the scheduling. Hamilton Heights,
Rensselaer Central's really good.
Yeah.
So they had a pretty tough schedule.
Yeah, and you look at today, they're playing Lafayette Central Catholic and 1A school, which will be a little, I would say, easier of a game for them tonight. But hopefully they have an easy game, and we have a little bit harder of a game. We can catch them off guard and hopefully give them a good game. Now we're going to go to Sectional 21, and we can read off who's earned their sectional.
It looks like Pendleton Heights starts out with Marion, and Marion's 8-0 and ranked. Pendleton Heights is good. Pendleton Heights is very well represented in the sectional. Delta is in the next bracket against Lebanon, and these teams they're all decent, well tested. Yorktown's a little down. They're playing Frankfort. Frankfort's 0-8. They're in the Mississinewa bottom half of the bracket, and Mississinewa, if they beat Western, they'll play the winner of Yorktown and Frankfort, and then Mississinewa is a little bit, I guess you could say, an easier ride, but they're going to have to face Pendleton Heights and probably or Marion at the end of the bracket if they keep moving on.
Yeah, like you said, Mississinewa has a better record and a little bit easier, but they do play a strong team, and that would be the Western Panthers. Again, let's read off their bracket again. Pendleton Heights versus Marion. Marion comes in 8-0, which, well, Marion has played a little bit of an easier schedule this year.
Yeah, I think their conference is down, but I think Marion's really fast and explosive, but their conference, I think, is down what it has been in the past.
Yeah, Delta comes in 6-2, and they'll play Lebanon. Lebanon is 5-3. Yorktown will play Frankfort. Yorktown 4-4, and just like we said, Frankfort is 0-8. And Western 6-2 will play the Indians 7-1 this Friday at Fisher Field.
And last year, Mississinewa beat Western in the sectional championship, and I'm sure Western remembers every bit of that. But one advantage we have is we're going to have them at home next week. So here at Fisher Field, 7 o'clock. So it should be a war. It should be a tough contest. And if you don't have a chance to get out and enjoy it, you can always listen to us.
Yeah, like you said, Mississinewa came out with the victory, but they did come with a victory easy. It came off of an interception by number 35, Cade Campbell, to seal the deal last year for the Indians, and the Indians will have it tough coming up.
But I think Mississinewa would really like to repeat as sectional champions, and I think Funk will have them ready to make a nice run again in the playoffs. So it's really exciting time.
Yeah, it is. And talking tournament history, 2000 and 15, 16, they go all over the place. But some teams you do not see anymore. Twin Lakes back in the 1983. Fort Wayne, Dwenger, you don't see them much in our bracket at all. Hamilton, Southeastern, you don't see.
They're a lot bigger now, so
they're
huge.
They are a huge
school.
Yorktown still in at West Lafayette. You don't see Muncie North. You don't see at all. Norwell, you see not in football bracket anymore, and Heritage you see in other sports, but not Mississinewa. So Mississinewa, I would say, has a little bit of an easier bracket, but not as so. You look at Pendleton Heights, you look at Mississinewa, and those are the two really dominant teams. And you look to Delta and Yorktown. Even though Yorktown is having a down year, they're still pretty strong.
Yeah, and I think the IHSA has done a little better job putting Mississinewa in an area where it's more conducive to travel. I mean, we would have to go up second round and go up to Fort Wayne and compete. It's kind of nice that we have local teams. Lebanon has some pretty long travel, but other than that, they're mostly central Indiana, east central. Frankfort's a little farther, but it's it's located very well for travel and for fans to go to the different sites for the sectional. So it's a really good move, I think.
Yeah, it is. And both teams are off the field. The field is empty, and they are both in the locker room. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll hear some comments from Mississinewa coach Kurt Funk as I sat down with him earlier today to talk about this upcoming matchup. You're watching Mississinewa Indians football on the Tribe Sports Network, brought to you by Twin City Auto Body, 1427 East Main and Gas City. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're watching Mississinewa Indians football pregame on the Tribe Sports Network.
Game of the regular season. How are you feeling?
I'm excited. I'm ready to get this started. I'm ready to, wrap up this season and, the regular season and get ready for the postseason. This is a great opponent to end with here in Blackford tonight. They're having an outstanding season. We're going to have our hands full. It should be a nice football game.
Coming in 7-1 and undefeated in the conference, how can you and your coaches keep your guys focused, try to come up with the CIC victory tonight?
Really just, it just comes down to the basics. Tonight we're going to have to, secure the football. We're going to have to block and really tackle and just play assignment football against their offense, because they're very good at ball control on offense.
What do you know? What are the things that you will be implementing or see about Blackford that will hopefully not make a stop for you guys?
Again with Blackford, they're very ball control, so we got to make sure that we get first down stops. Blackford, if their offense gets rolling, they can hold the ball for essentially almost a quarter of football. And that could obviously be keeping our offense off the field. So we need to make sure that defensively, again, we're getting stops and then getting the ball back for us. And then again, when we do get the ball, not turning it over ourselves.
Coach, where are you guys health-wise tonight?
Right now, it's looking like we're good to go, minus Caden Cole. Caden has a sprained MCL, and he's going to be out.
ask everyone to please rise and remove all hats. As we honor America, Andy McCord will be singing our national anthem tonight.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And that was the man, Andy McCord. And when I got up in the press box today, I said, Andy, are you ready? And he said, I'm never ready.
Well, that sounded like he was ready to me. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was.
He's got good pipes.
Very good. We are going to look at Blackford stat or sectional a little bit. Sectional 26
and
and
3A. Looks like Southmont 4-4. That's Southern Montgomery County. Brebeuf Jesuit. It's parochial school in Indianapolis. They're probably had a pretty decent schedule. Crawfordsville 0-8 against Guerin Catholic in the next bracket below Southmont and Brebeuf. And then Hamilton Heights 1-7 versus North Montgomery. And then Northwestern 0-8 and against Blackford 6-2. So it looks like to me, I haven't seen the schedules of some of the other teams, but Blackford might have a way to get up the sectional 26 bracket, maybe get out.
Yeah,
it'd be nice.
Yeah, to be honest, looking who Blackford will play, Northwestern 0-8. Well, they have a very good chance against Northwestern. Again, that was sectional 26 for Blackford. We're going to take a 30-second break, and as Blackford will make the field, Indians are gearing up and doing their stretches. We're going to take a 30-second break. This 30-second break is brought to you by Mike Anderson Chevrolet, 119 East Main and Gas City. We'll be back in 30. You're watching Mississippi Indians football pregame on the Tribe Sports Network. We will turn it over to PA announcer Kurt McCollum for the coin toss.
Blackford has won the coin toss, and they do elect to receive. They'll defend the east goal. The Indians will defend the west goal. Sportsmanship is a top priority to CIC.
Welcome back. 1 minute until the opening kick. Indian fans are onto their feet, and the student section looks a little weak tonight. I think the rain kept them home. But again, big CIC matchup. This is for the CIC, and a quick stat, if I can find all my 20 pages of stats here. 1995 was the only three-way tie, and if the three-way tie can be broken 2018, Eastbrook has to win tonight, and Blackford has to beat us for a three-way tie, and that was from 1995.
And I'm telling you, it's probably going to be a battle. Blackford's going to give everything they've got because this is their greatest chance in a long time to make waves in the CIC. So, I mean, it's a really big game for them, and it's rainy, it's cold, but I think these football players really don't care what the weather's like. They're playing football tonight for something that's really important.
Yeah, and the one and only Brian Elliott came up with these quotes that you and I have to use tonight. So
we'll try 'em.
They are quite interesting, and I told him I'd give him a shout out. He worked all week on this, and he is proud. So if we don't say him, then I'll hear it Monday morning.
We'll see if you guys can at home pick them out when we come up and just see what you can do at home.
Speaking of being at home, if you're sitting down and watching our stream, tweet it out and tweet us at MCSC TribeTV on Twitter, and we will give you a shout out. And we thank you for watching tonight's game. Andre Salade will kick it up for the Indians.
Salade keeps the losses away. Let's go.
The kick is up, and it is high and long, and it could get to the end zone, and it did.
That's not one of Brian Elliott's quotes. That's one of mine. We're ready to start some football.
Yep, that will be a touchback for the first play of the game. The officials have to be excited for this rain tonight.
Yeah, it's I'm telling you, they're tougher than I am because I'm telling you it's cold.
It is, and it's a little bit warmer in the press box, but not by a lot. I tell you, it's cold up here.
Okay. Nice, strong run to the right side, Ryan.
Yeah, not a great start, but it is a start for Blackford.
Looks like they're pretty heavy up front, so as the stats show, they're going to be heavy on the run, Ryan.
Yeah, they are, and they might not have a passing game, but they could run it a lot. And let's see if the Indians can make a stop on second down. The ball will be on the 29.
Nice.
Cruz will make a quick stop, and that'll make it third down for Blackford.
And I think Mississinewa saw what they were going to do, and they're heavy.
Yeah,
they're heavy up. They're basically telling you they're going to run the ball, and we just made good pursuit on that.
Yeah, they saw it early, and that is what is one of Mississinewa's big ideas is to get them early.
Blackford's got a big line.
Yeah, they do.
So they've got guys in the 200s and pretty tall, big, stout linemen. So
that's what happens when you work out in the field.
Yep. Ooh, nice play.
A gain of looks like 6. The rain is starting to come down a little harder.
Looks like Blackford might have got that. I don't know, Ryan. Could you
Yeah,
tell?
it looked like Blackford did get it.
They really, right there, the line really pulled and they exploded.
And I look at each helmet, and you can see their breath. It's so cold.
Looks like they're 4-1, so hopefully the Indians can stop them. Looks like Blackford might have got it.
Yeah, it looks like they did, and let's wait for the signal, and they will be a first down. Not what the Indians were looking for. They were looking for to get a quick stop and to get the ball early in the first quarter, but that would be a first down for the Bruins.
Hope the Indians are up to the task. It could be a long offensive set because they run the ball heavy, and they're just going to probably run. So Mississinewa's just got to stay tough and make tackles.
A quick stop for the Indians. Gain of 3 to 4.
Hernandez, gain of about 4 yards on the play, brings up second down.
That'll be second down. 10 to go. Ball will be on the 35, 9:33 left to play in the first quarter here at Fisher Field.
Caleb Mealy's the quarterback for Blackford. He's a junior. 6 foot, 173.
And try for a short handoff, and there'll be a flag.
Flag on the play. False start against the Bruins.
False start against Blackford.
Second down and 12, so hopefully the Indians can hold them here. And
yeah, get another big stop, which will be key for
third and long would force them to do something a little bit more risky, and that would be good from the Seminoles defense. Hopefully we can hold them back here.
Blackford looks to do a complete pass, and it looked like it was going out of bounds. But
it was a bit outside.
Yeah, it was outside, all right, yeah.
He made a nice catch and stayed with the ball, and Blackford makes a good gain.
The ball started to go out of his hands, so you know the ball is slick.
Close to the first down. It looks like they're about 2 yards, about a yard off, yard and a half.
Third down, 1 to go. Ball on the 41, 8 minutes and 36 seconds and counting to go in the first quarter.
Okay, it looks like the Indians held them back. I don't think they got it, Ryan.
No, you know, 1 to go, you think you would, but that just tells you how strong Mississinewa is.
Yeah, good push, but Mississinewa pushed back, and they gave it to Blackford. I didn't think they got it from my vantage point, but I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's why we're in the booth and they're in the stripes.
Yep, so it's been a long offensive possession already for Blackford, so
yeah,
they're taking some time off. There's 8-10 left in the first
Yeah, they're definitely taking time, and I'm sure that's what they wanted.
3 running backs in the backfield. Got another 4 or 5 yards. Yeah. They're chipping away at the yardage tonight.
They sure are, and if they keep going like the rate that they are, they will get a touchdown in the first quarter. Indians make a stop. Second down, 5 to go. Ball will be on the 47.
Looks like Caleb Mealy brought in the play. The Blackford offense, they come to the line. We hope Mississinewa can do something here and hold them up.
3 in the back. They'll try to break through. He breaks through 2, and again, they'll moving down the field early.
Yep, looks like another first down to me, Ryan.
Yeah, it does.
Just a couple plays, and they're making some good gains. Looks like 78. Very big lineman he's 6'8", 381.
It's a big
Blackford
boy.
lineman. Cameron looks like Ix.
Cameron, yeah, Ix, yeah.
He is huge.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's going to be a handful.
381, and that will that'll help your quarterback just a little bit.
Almost like having 2 guys in the line.
Yeah.
Nice tackle.
Yeah. Way to bring it down a little bit earlier.
Chris Baby on the stop for the Indians. First down.
And again, that'll be another first down, and if I kept track, that at least to be their 4th first down of this first quarter.
Hey, Zach.
How much nickel do we have to pay?
Hand off to Lancaster, and he's
hand off to Lancaster, and it'll
Skylar Tackett on the stop.
Be good. Tackett on the stop, and that looks like it'll stay second down. 14 to go. Ball on the 49.
Okay, Mississinewa's going to have to get stout on defense here and really, you know, they're just doing a lot of misdirection. Yeah. It's just like a heavy line, playing heavy run, so. Okay, number 44.
Hernandez.
Goes up the gut. Melvin Hernandez, a senior, 200-pound, 5'10".
Yeah. I tell you, it is.
Running back.
They keep on going at the rate, like I just said. That'll be a touchdown early in the first quarter for Blackford. Second down, 7 to go, ball on the 44.
Well, they have him listed in the guide as an offensive lineman linebacker, but look, they've switched him to offense. Mississinewa's got to keep fighting here to gain some momentum in this game. Yeah, they're doing so well in misdirection. I think number 7's getting it every time. Justice.
Yeah, he is. And hand it off to him, and he was in our pregame stats.
Yeah, they're doing a great job fooling Mississinewa's defense. And Mississinewa's just needs to bear down.
Yeah, it's 4th down now, 3 to go, ball on the 40. Let's see if the Indians can get a stop, and that's key for them right now.
The crowd's getting hyped up. The teams want the crowd to get going here, get some momentum to stop them here. It'd be a huge stop because they've wasted a lot of clock.
Yeah, they
Blackford
have.
has, and I mean, they've really brought this quarter down to almost to an end. Okay. Good tackle. That's huge tackle.
And the Indians will have the ball. They finally get past the strong Blackford line.
It's awesome. Great. And Mississinewa's got great field position. They're they're on their own 40. And that's a great momentum changer for the Indians. And the Mississinewa Indians has a pretty exciting offense to watch.
Yeah,
so those of you who haven't seen them play yet this year, it's a fun offense to watch.
Number 35, Cade Campbell, the closest to us on the line.
And looks like hands
it off to Campbell. Campbell will go on the far side, and he will be brought down, or he will. Cade Campbell will have a great run to start it off.
Great play to swing momentum towards the Indians.
Yeah, to get them going. After they started off slow, when Blackford had the ball, to get like that is huge.
Okay. Is there a flag on the play?
I don't know. I didn't see one. It looks like it was. Yep, it'll come back. I didn't even see a flag. Holding against the Indians.
Too bad. It was a great play to start off their first offensive possession for the first quarter. There's 3:46 to play, so hopefully Mississinewa can get on the board before the end of the quarter.
10 to go, and let's see if the Indians can repeat on what they just did. They'll change up the lineup. Freshman Carson Campbell will he won't be sitting in motion. It'll be his brother will be sitting in motion. Skeens will take it by himself, and he'll be dropped down early.
Yeah, which is some Blackford defender grabbed basically a shoestring tackle and barely got Heisman. He misses that one. Heisman could go for 4 or 5 yards right there, or more, considering his explosive speed. So Blackford did a great job grabbing his ankle and bringing him down.
The second down, ball will be on the 38.
Second 12 here, Ryan. Let's see what Mississinewa's got up their sleeve.
Skeen sends Campbell in motion. Campbell will be the ball carrier, and he'll break through 1, 2, and he'll be brought down on his third.
Nice play.
Yeah, it was.
Campbell got bumped by a couple Blackford runners. He looked like he was he was doing something with the ball, and I think he was fooling Blackford, and he just scampered through.
Yeah, that will be a first down for Mississinewa, and it'll be 10 to go. I tell you, I keep looking at these quotes.
Yeah, I'm going to try to think which one I need to go with next, but the game is exciting, and I can't keep my eyes off of it. So let's see what Mississinewa does next.
Intense.
Looks like Campbell goes to the right side.
Skeens will
Heisman
take
takes
it
it
by
himself.
and he will slide across the turf.
I think he picked up another.
Yeah, he did,
picked up a first down there. So great play. He got tripped up towards the end of that play.
And officials are calling for a second down, which it looked close. It was
Okay,
close.
might have been down right before the pylon. I didn't.
It looked close to me.
Or the second down marker there.
Skeens will hand it off to Campbell. Campbell will take it
Holy
in. He'll
cow! It's an Indians touchdown.
Yeah, he took off. He had the ball and he took off, and that'll be a touchdown, Indians.
I think Mississinewa is spreading out their defense.
Yeah.
And I think it's for Mississinewa's explosion. I think they're getting holes, and we're not running up the gut, but we sure are taking advantage of the right and left side of the line.
Yeah.
And made a great play there.
Yeah, Yeah, and an easy and quick touchdown. I wouldn't say necessarily easy, but when he breaks through, he got through. Andre Soliday will kick it up for the Indians. Touchdown is brought to you by Turning Over a New Leaf Flowers and Gifts, 313 West Main in Gas City. Soliday will kick it up.
Bad snap, but
yeah,
the holder grabbed it, and Soliday put it through.
Yeah. Soliday will make it again. I mean, he is non-stop.
Yes, Soliday keeps the losses away. People who know me know my phone number. If you get tired of that, saying just text me and I'll read it, and I might fix it, and I might not, because he's a great kicker. Mississinewa was very lucky to have a strong kicker like Soliday. So. Indians late in the first quarter at 7-0, so it's looking good right now. Blackford used up a lot of the clock, and it just looks like if you just came in to watch this or listening to it, you're like, well, it's a typical game for Mississinewa, but it wasn't that typical first quarter because Blackford really did a good job running the football until they went for it on fourth, and Mississinewa picked up a great tackle to stop them.
Yeah, and if you're seeing Campbell go across, you might be saying, "Holy cow!" And you can guess who that is, and that is the Harry Carey, one of the best baseball announcers in history.
And I won't tell you what the quote is yet. We have a Keith Jackson quote, and I've got a pretty good impersonation of Keith Jackson. I'll start to slip that in.
You know, yeah.
Ooh, nice kick, but it went ahead in the end zone for touchback.
Yeah, you can do any voice there is on planet Earth, and it'll sound just like him.
Maybe. Used to be able to do a Harry Carey. I might try that tonight too. We'll see. Thanks to Mr. Elliott, Coach Elliott.
Yeah.
Hope Coach Elliott's listening home.
I hope he is. Too. He said he was, so.
Okay, Blackford sets up on the 20. We'll see what they've got, see what they're cooking up. It looks like pretty much the same or what they're strong in. Running up the gut and power football. Good stop.
Yeah, it was get them down quick, and I think they learned that after they kept on getting first down after first down.
Yeah, Mississinewa is just really going to have to watch the misdirection. Blackford's doing a great job with the misdirection on the handoff, so Mississinewa is just going to have to be ready, remember their tendencies, and try to stick with the ball as much as possible. Little minimal gain up the middle for Blackford.
Yeah, eliminate as much as you can if you're Mississinewa, and you'll get the ball again. And like I said just a moment ago, I think they learned after Blackford got that first down after first down. 49 seconds and counting for the end of the first quarter here at Fisher Field, and the rain is still coming down.
And as Frank Gifford said, Pro Football Hall of Famer and sportscaster, football is like nuclear war. There are no winners, only survivors. That's how tough this game is in the trenches.
Yeah, and especially with the amount of rain we've had today, and you can imagine how slick the
big gain by Blackford.
Yeah,
on the right side. And I think that was number 7, Isaac Justice.
That will be a first down for Blackford.
Looks like that's Blackford's speedster. He's a 5'8", 147-pound junior. He's got some good speed.
He sure does, and he'll be off in no time.
So Mississinewa, same thing here. We're just going to have to bear down and play really strong defense.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute. Timeout is brought to you by Cafe Valley, 3701 South Adams Street in Marion. We'll be back in 1 minute. The end of the first quarter, Indians 7, Blackford 0. We'll be back. You're watching Mississinewa Indians football on the Tribe Sports Network.
Nicholson Realty, Grant County State Bank, IMG, Runner Dental Center, Marine General Hospital, Twin City Auto Body, Edward Jones, Mark Siegel, Scott's Flooring and Installation, Mike Anderson Chevrolet, Gas City, Cunningham Glass, Sophie's Ice Cream, Needham Story and Walker, Via Credit Union, Gas City, Cafe Valley, Miller's American Auto Body, Good Neighbor Pharmacy, A New Leaf, Meyer, Summers Heating and Cooling, Jackson Dairy Farm, Fairmount Family Dentistry, and House Hunters Real Estate.
Welcome back. The second quarter is getting underway, and before we get the second quarter underway, I have to ask you, how did that water feel last weekend when it got dumped on you and Coach Turner?
Well, I'll tell you what, it was so hot that day.
It probably felt good.
It shocked me, but it felt awesome because we did something special that we have. I mean, it was beyond my wildest dreams. It was awesome to get both kids out to regional.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that at the halftime break. A little, as that special moment did come last weekend. And tomorrow they'll be running in the Marion Regional at IW. We will get to that at halftime. Second down.
Yeah, Blackford had a nice little run for 5 yards on the right side. So back to the same old for Blackford.
Yeah,
why not, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
And that's a quote. That's not an Elliott quote, but I use that.
Well, we can add on to this list.
Okay. Get a little bit of, Isaac Justice pops through the middle, kind of just shimmied through the line. I don't think they really noticed him coming through, and for a pretty big gain for Blackford.
Yeah, I tell you, their short game is outstanding.
Yeah,
they
they're
don't
doing
do
a great
anything
job.
big. They just do it short, and that works. That's how they got that.
Yeah,
just that first down.
Sehigh's been doing that his whole career. I remember when he was at Madison Grant, they had the same offense and ran it about the same.
Yeah.
So
they'll line it up on first down. 10 to go. Ball on the 48. 10 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the second quarter.
I'll tell you one advantage from Mississinewa is we don't take long to score. Blackford does chew up a lot of clock.
They do.
And I don't know whose advantage it is, but it seems like Mississinewa has an explosive offense. Yeah. Blackford has a deliberate and consistent offense. But, after so many tries of coming down the field, things happen, and turnovers and, mistakes. But if you're a mistake-free football team, it's a good offense if you've got a strong line.
That will stay at second down. 10 to go. Ball will be on the 48.
Well, what's good for the field judges and the football players and the coaches and us up here and the fans, it's probably going to be a short game. There's not a lot of throwing, not a lot of passing. Yeah, we've gotten through a lot of the game already.
Yeah, we have. It's went by quick.
Been heavy on the run. It's like number 75 got a good, from Mississinewa, got a good hold of the running back. Looks like Jason Arbogast got a good hold of one of the Blackford running backs. Looks like somebody, looks like coming up limp a little bit.
Yeah, Arbo's hurt.
But he goes off on his own, so just a little bit shaken up. It looks like his leg just has a little bit of a little hitch in his giddy up.
Yeah.
We're using a lot of nice little sayings tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully Arbo can get back in. I think he's just out for a minute. Just got to shake it out.
Yeah, just got to regain here. Third down, 6 to go. Ball will be on the 44.
Big stop for Mississinewa
yes.
because Blackford's in our territory and we got to hold him back.
Yeah.
Don't mean to sound like a homer there. So.
False start against the Bruins.
False start against Blackford. That, like you said, that is huge for Mississinewa. And
yeah, because, I mean, the more plays you have, I mean, I know you make mistakes on passing offenses too, but, hey, Mississinewa had this happen the first possession for Blackford, and they had a crucial penalty that really helped us.
Yeah, Arbo will come back in the game. That is good news. Like we just said, he was on the bottom of the pile, so he got stepped on. Or
Arbo used to throw the shot put for me back in middle school days.
Yeah,
good, strong.
Yeah, he's strong.
He's got big, strong legs. Biggest legs I've ever seen in track is Jason Arbogast.
He is strong.
Okay, we'll see what Blackford's got for us, Ryan. Looks like it rolls
Blackford
out.
will send them along, and it could be going out of bounds, and it could be intercepted, and it will go out of bounds.
A nice rollout by the Blackford quarterback, Mealy, but threw it out of bounds on the left side and just out of the reach of Blackford. And it would have been out of bounds if caught anyway. But Mississinewa had a chance to make a grab.
Sure was, yeah.
And Campbell's usually always there.
Yeah,
he was
so
right
fast.
on it. So. I just love Mississinewa's offense. They're so fast and potent. Those three-headed monster. Plus, they got Castanon. And they got Cruz. They have a really potent offense.
Yes.
It's fun to watch. Blackford's back. They're ready to punt and see what Mississinewa can get on field position with 9 minutes left.
Campbell and Heisman Skeens in the backfield, and it'll go to
Heisman. You know, he's probably shaking his head why he did that, but it basically Blackford cornered it about on the 12, and Heisman dropped it. Unfortunate for Mississinewa's field position, but I don't think it's going to hurt their offense. I think they're going to turn around and shake that off and keep going. That's one thing good about Funk's offense is and his team. The kids do a great job about shaking off things and just forgetting and moving on.
It'll be a little of a challenge now for them, but like you said, they'll get past.
Yeah, and I think they have the kind of offense they can make some big gains here.
Campbell will pitch it to Kate Campbell, and he'll be dropped down a gain of, I'd say, 3, if any.
Not much on that. Blackford sniffed that out and saw that pretty quickly. But they're giving Blackford a lot of different looks, and I don't think Blackford's really going to know what's coming next. Mississinewa's offense is really tricky.
Yep.
I mean, if I was on the opposite side, I'd hate to play them because I wouldn't be able to guess where they're going with it. And I'm worried about their speed.
Yep. Yeah, especially when you have both Campbells on the field.
Okay, so 2nd and 10. Look like Heisman pitches it.
Campbell. Campbell will gain.
Or handoff, rather, sorry. But pretty good gain, but they still have, I think, 3rd and long still.
Yeah.
About 3rd and 6. 3rd and 4. You got more than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to get this first down here.
Wish the cross-country fundraiser people cooking the hamburgers would bring me up on, but
they're
not. They're out there toiling away in the cold. I don't think they can hear me right now.
No.
I can text them. Maybe they can bring me something.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah.
We deserve it for the hard work. We're doing it in the warmth of the
exactly. We got it hard. We got a warmer press. Well, I wouldn't say warmer.
I would say
my
feet are freezing, but I'm warm.
Skeens,
nice move.
Skeens
nice tackle by Blackford, but I think Skeens might have got the first down from our vantage point. Looks like they're moving the chains. Chain gains moving down, and that's huge.
Yep.
We can run some clock, maybe get a score before the half's over with 7:21 to play. I think Mississinewa can really make some good gains before half.
First down.
I can see the steam coming out of the Mississinewa players' mouths. It's got to be getting pretty cold.
Yeah, it's
nothing worse than cold and wet.
Yeah, and the turf is slick.
Nice, strong run up the middle for Campbell. I can't really go wrong with Campbell's because I can have Carson or Cade, but that was Cade there.
Yeah.
So
it is currently 37 degrees outside.
Man. I like cool weather for cross-country meets tomorrow, but I'm
yeah.
hoping it's a little bit warmer than that. But
Yeah.
it's probably not going to be. We're just going to fight through it.
Welcome to Indiana.
Hey, I'll be like the football players, and we'll fight through it.
Yep.
So. We're just looking through the quotes for appropriate times. Some good ones in here.
Yeah, they are.
He knows his stuff.
Skeens will send
nice little.
Carson Campbell in motion. There will be a flag on the play. And,
not sure if Blackford came too quick or Mississinewa jumped too early. I'm not real sure. Hopefully it's not a false start on the Indians. We'll have to see. Legal motion, okay. Legal motion, Mississinewa.
Legal shift against the Indians.
That'll bring him back.
Okay. So backs Mississinewa up a little bit with 6:10 to play. In the second quarter, the Indians up 7-0 over Blackford.
Second down, 12 to go.
We have hot cocoa down at the concession stand.
Yeah, that's all you're thinking. Skeens will
appropriate.
break through, and the ball will be loose, and Blackford will recover.
Blackford might have stripped that away from, looks like Heisman Skeens, was it?
Yeah.
Stripped it away. And
Skeens will lose control, and that'll go to Blackford.
Okay, so Mississinewa's going to have to just shore up the defense. Blackford's on Mississinewa's 30. Mississinewa's going to have to really get tough. They know what Blackford's going to do. So we got to, we just got to stay the course and read the ball. So Mississinewa's really got to try to keep this a 7-0 shutout before half.
Yeah. 5 minutes and 53 seconds and counting to the second quarter.
A little misdirection, and it looks like Mississinewa is doing a great job snuffing out those runs.
Yeah. They have gotten a little, I wouldn't say better, but
they've stiffened up quite a bit.
To get those quick stops.
I think they've done a great job reading what Blackford's doing. They're not doing much different on either play. It's either right, left, misdirection. Usually up the middle or just right tackle.
Yeah, they're mostly going up middle right now. Second down and 8 to go. Ball will be on the 28-yard line.
Oh, there we go. Nice stick.
Yep.
Nice stick by Mississinewa. Looks like 51.
John Hall is the stop for the
Indians. John Hall.
Yep.
No wonder he's on the stat sheet. Nice stick by John. I used to get John Hall Polar Pops. He used to beg me to bring Polar Pops back from lunch, and I'd bring them back after lunch and give him one. Wouldn't let him drink too much in class, but I'd bring him back a Polar Pop. Old Johnny Hall.
Yeah, he's an athlete, all right.
Yes, he
big
is.
Stop. Nice. Yeah, it was good block.
Yeah, John Hall again. Almost made another big play, but a great stop. He batted it down, didn't catch it, but that's going to help Mississinewa. And I think Blackford's 4th and 7. That was huge. Be nice if he picked that up, but the hands are cold and wet. It's difficult to bring one down. Could be huge for the Indians. Might give Indians enough time if they get this ball back. Maybe they can score before half. I think that'd be huge.
Yeah, it would get the Indians a comfortable lead going into the half.
Okay, it's like a timeout.
Timeout, Blackford.
Timeout, Blackford, and we will take a timeout as well. This timeout is brought to you by Summers Heating and Cooling, 614 East 4th Street in Marion. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching Mississinewa Indians football live from Gas City.
That game begins at 10 a.m.
Blackford will break through one and will be brought down.
Nice tackle by the Indians. That's a huge stop.
And Indians will take over on downs. And
this is a hard-nosed, tough football game, and I think Mississinewa just needs to stay with what they're doing, and Blackford's doing a great job competing.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
It is, and it
awesome for a CIC ending regular season matchup. So.
Yeah, and it makes it better for us announcers to not have a blowout game. Have a
I love it.
Close
I mean,
game.
I'm a homer.
Yeah.
I teach and coach here at Mississinewa. I want Mississinewa to win. Oh,
Skeens
looks like
will take it down the home side, and he will be. Still, he was brought down, but another good run from Skeens.
Oh, great run on the left side. He just is outstanding to watch. I tell you what, I love it. I love watching him play football.
Yeah, when he takes off, he's so fast. He's gone.
Man, he's so quick-footed, so fast, elusive. It's just awesome to watch. And it's not just him. You got the Campbell brothers. There's a lot of potent offensive players. Look like Campbell's got it. Hesitates and go to the left side.
And he will be.
Blackford knocks him out of bounds. Hey, they're getting some good gains, Ryan, with 3:56 to play. The clock stopped. I think Mississinewa is doing a great job.
And Funk is not too happy. He wanted helmet to helmet.
Yeah.
It looked helmet to helmet.
I saw helmet to helmet. Looks like Mississinewa is really kind of doing a lot of runs to the far left and right. There's a nice move by Heisman.
That was just so quick of a move. It was amazing.
Telling you what, I think Mississinewa can get another. Ooh, my bad. Are you serious? That is a quote from Dick Vitale. I used to be able to do a Dick Vitale, but usually it's when he gets excited. But Mississinewa, instead of getting a helmet-to-helmet penalty, they have one against them and marches them back a little ways. So, but I think, like I said, Coach Funk does a good job rewriting the ship whenever we get off course, and I think Mississinewa can make something happen with 3:48 to go.
Yeah, brings Indians back a little bit, but still on second down. Skeens will hand it off to freshman Carson Campbell. Carson breaks through one, and I tell you, when you get him going, he's fast too.
Whoa, Nelly, it's nice to watch a freshman running back like Carson Campbell. Hey, Elliot, I got the Keith Jackson one in. A little late, but I'm too busy watching the athleticism, so I have to look at the paper.
It's so good of a game. We're so focused onto the runs into this game.
A big hoss there on the line for Blackford. He's not out there now, but he does with the offense. I added one, Elliot. Okay, it's like Carson's in motion. Heisman takes it himself and gets upended. Little to no gain there. I like the trickery, but Blackford's smelling it out right now. Yeah. They're playing tough with 2:46 left. Ryan, I don't know if they're going to go for it or not. It's 4th and 9.
I tell you, they got 9 to go. Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't mind Mississinewa. I mean, I wouldn't, but I like Mississinewa's offense and chances, but I wouldn't go for it at this point. That's me.
2 minutes and 27 seconds left.
It's a punt. Good move. It's nice to have a punter like Heisman. This is a bad punt.
Yeah,
comes back. The wind and rain kind of put it back in reverse. And
it did.
That 15, 20 yards maybe at the most. But, I think if you go for it and you don't get it and get 10 or 11 yards, I mean, I think it's in the same spot, Ryan. So, wish the punt was better. But I think with Blackford's offense, I think we can hold them in 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Yeah. Unless they just get a big breakaway run.
Yeah, you got to take them down early because
they don't pass a lot. They had a couple rollout plays and threw it to the sidelines. We'll see what they've got.
But you can tell Blackford takes it to an advantage of getting little yards at a time, and that worked for them.
I think they're going to run the ball a couple plays. I think they're going to have to pass it towards the end of this offensive set. I don't know what happened there.
Timeout.
Okay, there you go.
Timeout,
Okay.
Mississinewa will take
Mississinewa.
a timeout
Take a
as
look.
well. This timeout is brought to you by Needham Story Waltner Funeral Service. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching Mississinewa Indians football on the Tribe Sports Network. Blackford will still handle the ball on first down. 10 to go, ball on the 42, and it'll be snapped in.
Okay, they go a little bit to the left side of the line. Mississinewa gets a couple tacklers on him, and they get 2 or 3 yards, it looks like, Ryan.
Yeah,
so it takes some clock away. I think Blackford, I mean, they'll want to score, but I think they'll settle for a 7-0 deficit. I'm hoping Mississinewa makes that happen.
Yeah.
We'll see what Blackford's got coming up.
Second
No
down.
secret here what they're going to do.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they tried to go up the middle, and
Mississinewa's doing a great job stopping him. That misdirection is killing me. I'm looking at the guy running.
Yeah, me too.
I'm thinking they've got the ball every time, but Mississinewa's doing a great job pursuing the ball. They've been prepared. It's like the coaching staff has prepared them well for this ball game. So.
Tyler Funk in on the stop of the Indians.
So are you guys doing Tribe TV for the first round of sectional?
Yeah, we are.
Any home game you guys do, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
So
and,
if you guys aren't able to come out, then and Ryan does a great job doing the Tribe TV games, and the crew for Tribe TV is awesome. Ooh, looks like Isaac Justice got through.
Yeah. And if we do get the opportunity, we will go on the road for sectional play. So
that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. While we get a chance, I'd like to shout out to all of our Tribe TV members behind the scenes, Jaden Glazer, Robert Jones, and Tyler Gleason. We thank them very much, and as always, we thank you, Mr. Brooks Holloway, for all you do for us and for the corporation. We cannot thank you enough.
Ooh, looks like fumble on the play. Looks like Mississinewa.
And it does look like it's going to
have
Mississinewa, and it will go to Mississinewa.
That's huge
Yeah,
for
that's huge.
Mississinewa.
Even though there's 48 seconds left to play, I mean, it's still huge.
And I like the chance of what Funk would do here. I don't mean unless Funk's worried about the rain. I'd like to see Funk try to score here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he will do.
Take it big and take it down the sideline.
I think he could do that. I think you need to try to take a couple stabs at the end zone and see if we can get another touchdown.
You have Lukey on our side, and you have Cade Campbell on the far side on the line, and they are hugging the line. And I say if they get out, I mean, they're gone. Both of them are fast.
See what Mississinewa's got cooking here. Looks like a handoff to Cade. Try to get out of bounds. I think he did, Ryan. Hopefully the clock will stop there.
Nope, he did not get out of bounds. So they're going to have to line up
go quick to the line, see if they can get close enough to see if we can get a Saladin field goal.
And
Mississinewa takes a timeout?
Yeah, and Coach Funk was not happy about that because he was in his face trying to get a timeout. And
he's not really getting the calls he wants tonight.
No.
So
you know when Coach Funk gets serious when the headset comes off.
And back really to your Tribe TV crew, I'm telling you, I don't know. Please, anybody from other school systems around the county can tell me that they have a system and a program like this. But Mississinewa's got a great TV program and media program. It's second to none. It's great broadcast streams, good, dedicated, student-led staff. And they just do an awesome job. Brooks Holloway does a great job leading these men to a great broadcast. So I'm proud to be part of it.
Yeah, we are glad to have you up here, get the radio voice going again.
Yeah, I miss it. I love being on air, so it's exciting for me.
Well, Funk, I think he's a little bit happier now. He finally got that timeout. He's trying to get a little bit more time back on the clock.
33 seconds to play. We'll see what Mississinewa's got cooking. They're still not going heavy big, so we still should could see some offense here from them.
Let's see if they'll take it. They'll switch it up. Lukey on the far side. Campbell on the far side. Skeens will send Campbell in motion. Skeens will take it by himself, and he will step out of bounds.
I don't know how he does it, but Heisman faked the handoff to Campbell.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of just saw what he had in front of him and just scampered off to the other third down marker. But I don't know if he got there, but he was scampering towards it.
Yeah, he was looking for Lukey. Lukey wasn't open, so, I mean, he had to step out of bounds.
It's nice to have a quarterback that's so fleet of foot that he can wait and be patient and still explode and find a hole.
24 seconds to play in the second quarter. Indians will line it up. Skeens sends Campbell in motion, hands it off to Campbell. Campbell will look for an open, and he'll take the sideline, and he will be out of bounds.
The clock. I thought he went out about 17 at 16.5. We'll see what they 16.5. We'll see what they put up on the clock. So
that will be a first down for the Indians.
Okay, let's see if Mississinewa can get another good gain, and if they can't, maybe Saladay can put one through.
Yeah.
They said in practice, and one of the coaches was talking to me today. They said in practice in the wind and cold the other day, he was putting them through at 55.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, he
impressive.
may have a kicking career in front of him.
First down, 10 to go, ball on the 37.
Okay, Heisman
Skeens will look for an open, and he won't, and he'll take it by himself down the sideline, and he'll go for it, and he will step out of bounds.
Awesome. Awesome play by Heisman. He went back, couldn't find anybody, and just quickly pranced down the sidelines for another Indians first down.
Yeah, and I tell you, they are capable of getting this touchdown with 6 seconds to play in the second quarter.
I'm gonna be behind on these quotes. We went through 4. We still have more to go, and I'm telling you, I'm so enthralled in this game to watch what the Indians are gonna do. I'm missing my quotes, bud. Okay, looks like Mississinewa's going to try again to try to score. Looks like Heisman's dropping back.
Skeens will send
Passes
it to
the corner. It's caught!
And that'll be a touchdown, Indians!
You can put it on the board. Yes. Good guys.
Yes.
13-0.
13-0.
Hawk Harrelson, Chicago White Sox radio network. I think he retired this year. It could be his last year. But we got one, Elliot. Trying to catch up.
That was a great voice impression.
I tell you what, I tried. That was a big play. I was so excited watching it that I didn't look at my quotes, but that was an awesome play. Now, Saladay ready to kick the extra point. It's cold and wet, but I think Saladay keeps the losses away. That was number 3, I think, tonight on that one.
Saladay will get it up, and
he got on the right.
Was good.
To the left of the right pylon, and it goes through with 0.7 left. Ryan, I'm telling you, this is exactly what the Indians want. 14-0 going into halftime. I love it. This is great.
It's awesome. 0.7 seconds left on the clock. Indians 14, Blackford 0. We'll take a 30-second break and be back. This 30-second break is brought to you by Via Credit Union of Gas City, proud to support Mississinewa Athletics. www.viacu.org. We'll be back in 30. You're watching Mississinewa Indian Athletics football on the Tribe Sports Network.
It's actually snowing a lot. Oh, it's snowing a lot. Second shift, you're playing rattled. Or third shift, you're rattling. Yeah, I think it's shivering. I can actually force my head to rattle.
Andre Saladay will kick off for the Indians.
Saladay will kick it up for the Indians. 0.7 seconds left on the clock, and that was a good kick. Gosh.
Right in the rain and wind, and Saladay kicks it in the end zone for a touchback. Come on, Blackford, grab a hold of that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Saladay's got a strong,
strong
leg. And as Doug Collins, former NBA All-Star player, coach, and commentator, anytime we score more points than the other team, we almost always win. That's pretty profound stuff right there. Pretty profound.
Yes, it is.
Usually with any sport, you score more points, except cross country and golf. You're really supposed to score less points. That'd be the only two I can think of.
Yeah.
All right.
It is.
That's funny.
It is halftime.
All right.
At the halftime break, Indians 14, Blackford 0. And we will take a 1-minute break, and we will talk a little bit about the cross-country big day tomorrow as they will compete in regionals. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll talk about that. This 1-minute break is brought to you by Nicholson Realty, 121 North 3rd Street in Gas City. Welcome back at the halftime break. Indians 14, Blackford 0. And now, V-Dub, it's that time. It's almost time for Saturday. What are your thoughts on Saturday as you guys compete for regionals?
Well, I think all my runners are ready to go. I mean, I've been pretty blessed. I followed a bunch of runners up from middle school, and I kind of knew what was coming up. So I don't really want the head coaching job, and I kind of knew what I was going to get. I didn't know. I wasn't expecting this much success, but, I mean, I've had really great girls' teams the last 3 years, and they're not disappointing again. And the boys surprised me, and we got through to the regional of the cross-country postseason tournament. And I've been real lucky. I've had Brendan Butchie, which is, you know, I guess on paper he's probably ranked second going into the state tournament. Yeah. He's not disappointing at all, and it's so fun to watch him, and it's really awesome that the boys, and he helped carry the boys through, and they pushed through. And tomorrow we have a shot. It's going to be a battle, and the conditions are worrying me a little bit because IW's course got chewed up quite a bit the last 3 or 4 weeks of the season. There's a lot of bare trails of the cross-country course, and I'm hoping that it runs well tomorrow and it stops raining. So, but it doesn't matter at this point. Everybody's got a run in it, and I'm really looking forward to a very good effort. When it's cold, runners really do pretty well. Their times go down. It's easier to breathe, and their body can handle the race better. And it's just, it's a good situation for runners. I mean, it's kind of cold. They just have to stay warm, and I'm excited about it. The prospect of getting. I mean, if the teams don't get out, I've got 4 kids I think could get out to the next round up in New Haven at Fort Wayne next weekend. But it would be awesome to get the kids out, the boys out another round, and the girls will have a little tougher road to go, but hopefully they can get out also. Yeah,
for you and your coaches and players, best of luck tomorrow.
Yeah,
and
thanks.
We will take a 12-minute break for halftime, and we'll be back with the third quarter. You're watching Minnesota Indians football on the Tri Sports Network.
have some second quarter scores. Harrison's leading Marion 13-0. Eastbrook is leading Elwood 28-0. And then Madison Grant is leading Frankton 21-6. Correction on the Eastbrook score, 41-0 now. Still second quarter.
I really don't want to. We can go out there and do a single lap and come back out. I don't care. Could probably read that book in like an hour.
I mean, I can read that book when I'm heading to Tennessee. That's straight 7 hours. When are you going to Mississippi? Fall break.
We have to have this
fall break.
Wednesday, and then we have fall break after next week.
Fall break can be a couple weeks because Friday, I pre-ordered Castle pre-release. That's coming up.
Hey, you know what I'm going to be doing during fall break? I'll probably be reading on the road, and I'll probably be reading my notes, which I did.
I'll probably be sleeping, playing video games, and ordering National Pizza. Any combination of those 3 things. Until I run out of money.
I don't fully decide.
Or I run out of the desire to order pizza. I'll probably only order it. I'm kidding.
Just quick.
You only order pizza.
Depends on how well no, she's not making homemade pizza. She made her pizza. Drive down to Dollar General and make good stuff there. Extra toppings. And then she decided to make drive. She wanted me to drive down to and make her stuff there. And then she was like, "All right, let's go." And then she was like, "Okay, never mind. Go over to the park and Nancy here." And then we got like how to get to how to get extra water. Have you seen the one where literally Robert's like his coolest? Robert is actually hugging the. He literally fell in like water. Yeah, frozen water. I'm back. He was like swimming for like a minute or two, and then when he got up, he took all his clothes off and started jumping everywhere. So he was jumping. Apparently he knows what he's doing. He's still alive.
I know what I'm doing. I'm a survivalist. You got to use your resources. I'm wild.
I was thinking of falling off a mountain or just froze to death.
Because the word survival is in survivalist shit.
I don't care if he's a survivalist or not.
The whole point of being a survivalist is that you survive. If you die, you call.
Have a no score halftime. Oak Hill is leading Alexandria 7-0.
Well, other than the obvious, what would you call Bear Grylls? I said other than the obvious.
He's a bear that is a grill.
He's a bear that has a grill.
He has a wife.
No, he has his own back grill.
He married a bear.
Married a literal bear. You see, the rules of survival in nature is to have a bear with you at all times. I call her Susie. It's a bottle of snuggle buddy. I call her Susie. She's going to be clawing. Don't worry about it, but her teeth are still razor sharp. Her teeth are still razor sharp. She's like, right. A real cut butter, unless you try to stop looking at her.
tried the pizza flavored Pringles. The best kind of Pringles are like barbecue or like salt and things like that. It's really all the time. Dry my entire throat out and shit. Whenever I inhale any salt,
You want a rain poncho? Oh.
I have a record score. The Harrison Marion game. Harrison's leading Marion 9-6, and that's at halftime. Eastbrook's now leading Elwood 54-0 with 5:22 left in the first half.
10:30 for girls and 11:15 for boys. Oh man, I think it's snowing now. Or sleep. I mean, the particles are bigger now, so my guess is it's sleep. They need to do reverse runs too. Go slower with the stretching.
Praying for all those warm weather days.
High knees, I gotta tell Zach instead of save 5 hamburgers. Why can't you get on?
I have a birthday wish. This one goes out to J.C. White. Happy birthday.
We're doing good. Yeah. That's awesome. That is
Welcome back as the halftime break is just ready to end. 18 seconds until we officially get the third quarter underway. Indians 14, Blackford 0. And let's see if the Indians can keep scoring and hold Blackford off.
I had to reposition my sock hat considering I can't imagine what people are on the field or out in the stands are feeling because I'm freezing here in the booth.
I feel bad for them, and we had this window open that we every once in a while we'll get a big gust of cool breeze, and it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
You got
nice cold, moist air doesn't do the body any good.
Yeah, you got a hot chocolate, and you had that down in about 5 seconds.
Coach Real of the soccer team handed me a hot chocolate on my way back up to the press box, and that did the body good.
Yeah, it
Thank
didn't
you,
last
Coach
very
Real.
long.
Speaking
Blackford.
of Coach Real, oh, sorry, Ryan,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Ooh, Blackford squibbed the kick.
Seth Gashonik on the cover.
Was talking through the action there. Sorry, Coach Real did a great job for first year.
Yes, he did.
In soccer. They had more wins I think they ever had.
Yes.
I think this season.
Yeah, great.
So he's
job
done a great job, and good job giving me a hot chocolate.
Yeah. Like we said, Seth Gashonik, a TribeTV member on the save.
And a senior acknowledged tonight, being his senior night. So Seth used to run track cross country for me back in the day, and I'm glad to see him go out strong as a senior here from Mississinewa. A little fake to Campbell. Looks like
Campbell will go on the home side, and he will step out of bounds.
Around the right side.
Looks like another first down. Did he get?
Yeah, I
think they've got him out of bounds at about 3 yards short of the first down. 4 yards
Four
short.
to go. 4 to go.
Yeah, 4 yards short. I'm sorry.
Gain of about 6 yards.
Couldn't see. Sideline was full. Couldn't see where he went out.
Yeah, our sideline is definitely full. I tell you what, some of the logos on the calling sheets down there are quite interesting.
Yes, they are.
They got spiders on them.
We've got spades, cards. We've got
It could be a
squids.
fumble.
Uh-oh. Looks like Mississinewa might have coughed it up. I haven't seen a signal from the...
Fumble on the play. The Bruins recover.
Yep, it is. It is Bruins' ball.
Yep, a fumble, and Blackford recovered it.
Unfortunately, Mississinewa had the opportunity to go up again, but coughed it up right in the middle of the field. So we'll see what Mississinewa has on the defensive side to keep Blackford from scoring and keep the shutout going. Nothing new from Blackford here. Like Isaac Justice slid through for 7 or 8, maybe even 9 yards, Ryan.
It's like we said it early in the first quarter. Once they get going, they get little by little, and that's what does it.
John Hall was in on that play defensively for the Indians.
Well, we'll see what Blackford's got here. They're second and short. See if they can muscle it through up the middle. Looks like they give it to Justice, the speedster, but I don't think he made it.
Back, so
don't think he made it.
Tobias Speed, John Hall, and Timothy Scott on that play defensively for the Indians.
Okay, the rain's still coming down, and the weather hasn't changed a bit, Ryan. It's still cold and wet and nasty. And let's see what kind of offense Blackford can come up with. A 3rd and 1 short. I think he might have got it, Ryan.
Yeah.
Nice surge over top a couple defensive players, and I think Blackford moving the chains.
Yep, chain gang is moving.
Okay, Ryan, real quick one. Why didn't the skeleton play football? His heart wasn't in it.
Oh,
that is a awesome joke from one of my bosses here at Mississinewa Community Schools.
Mr.
We will keep that name.
Just say Mr. Just say Mr. We won't even say
anonymous
what his title is
this time. But
yeah, we'll just say Mr.
It's a good time. And Blackford bring a couple new offensive players in and bringing in the play to see what they come up with, see if they come up with anything different than what they've done. They've stayed pretty consistent with a heavy run, with a real big line.
And we
works for them.
We'll try
Looks
to
like
get to the
handoff to Isaac Justice. Looks like he got up 3 or 4 yards on that.
Looks like number 78 from Blackford was pushing Tim Scott around after the whistle was blown.
A 6'8" senior, 381 lineman, Cameron Hicks. Big boy.
I think he throws the hay bales onto the
I'm
trailer
telling
about
you what,
every
he could
weekend.
probably throw a couple hay bales, one in each arm. It's a big boy. All right.
Third down, 4
Neely's
to
checking
go.
the offense, hands it off.
And there will be a
Flags thrown.
Flag on
both
the
sides
play.
of the
There's a flag on the play.
the line. See what they come up with. It's like holding Blackford.
Holding against Blackford.
Another big penalty. It's going to help
Yeah.
Mississinewa. How many? I don't know how many penalties Mississinewa's had, but I've seen
I think
3 crucial ones against Blackford.
Yeah, I'd say at least 3.
At really crucial times for them when they've been in Mississinewa's territory. Seems like they've gotten a little bit, I don't know if they're tired or lax on their offense, but they've made a couple mistakes down in our territory.
Yeah,
throughout
third
the game.
down, ball is on the 45, 15 to go, 8:48 and counting in the third quarter here at Fisher Field.
And Mealy sets the offense up, still 3 in the backfield. See what they come up with. Misdirection, he's rolling out. Mealy's rolling out.
Rolling out, and it'll be a line drive, and it'll be dropped and
Wobbly
incomplete.
line drive to the receiver, and he dropped it.
Yeah, that was definitely not a spiral.
And I'm telling you, at this point, I mean, this just really goes right up Mississinewa's alley. Good field position. We'll see what Blackford tries to do. Look, I'm sure they're going to try to punt here.
Yeah.
It's not too late in the game where they can't pin Mississinewa back and play defense. And
yeah, fourth down.
too early to be going for it here for Blackford.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that. 15 to go. Ball's only 45. You just got to give it back to Mississinewa.
He's going to be kicking in the wind and rain. We'll see what he comes up with. Heisman couldn't get a very long punt when they were on the same side of the field.
And he gets it
a low line
and
punt.
it's going out of bounds.
Looks, I'm thinking, yeah, looks like the 30, 31, 32. So pretty good field position. We'll see what Mississinewa can come up with. They're going to be going with the wind and the rain, and we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, at one point, right when we were getting ready to come back on air after halftime, it was going sideways.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was snowing.
Ryan and I took a restroom and food break at the half, and I'm telling you what, we're glad we're up here.
Yeah,
we were complaining, but this is a lot better.
Yeah, we were out there for 5 seconds, and we were already froze.
I'm proud of all the brave Blackford and Mississinewa fans coming out and supporting their teams because it's nasty weather.
Yes.
So it looked like Heisman's going to keep it.
Yeah, Skeens faked it off to Campbell, and it looked like it worked.
Found his way up the middle again.
Tell you, he is so fast. If you get him on the sideline, either sideline or up the middle, he's gone. And that will be a first down for Mississinewa.
Isaac Justice and Melvin Hernandez on the stop defensively for the Bruins.
Okay, looks like the Heisman's looking for the play from the sideline to see what they've got coming up here. Looks like Cade's right behind Heisman. Hand off to Cade up the middle. Nice gain. Nice gain. Followed his blockers.
Yep.
Mississinewa's line, good push up the middle.
You know what? This might work for the Indians at this point. Get little by little and try to get first down after first down. Yeah.
Because I think our defense is handling Blackford, especially when they're in our end.
Yeah.
We're really doing a good job stopping them and making crucial tackles. It's like Cade was tripped up by a tackler and little to nothing, maybe a loss for Campbell.
Melvin Hernandez on the stop. Loss of
Okay.
about a yard on the play. That'll bring up third down.
Okay, we got 3rd and 5. Mississinewa lost a yard on that, Ryan. We'll see what Mississinewa does. I can't guess. Mississinewa has such a crazy offense. They could pass. They could throw.
Yeah, look at them. They're all looking on their arms.
They really have a lot of variety in their offense. It's fun to watch. a team like this. It makes it more exciting. They have a lot of mix.
Skeens sends Carson in motion, and Skeens will take it by
Skeens gonna
himself.
keep it, and
He's on
gone.
the home line, and he is gone. That'll be an Indian touchdown.
It might be. It could be. It is. That was a little late. Sorry. Once again, I'm watching Heisman. I'm late on my quotes. I can't catch them on time.
That was a
Heisman
good
is so
voice.
fast. He's beating me to the quotes, guys. Brian, it's crazy.
That was a good impression.
I'm telling you, he's so fun to watch. I love watching Heisman Skeens play football. Campbell's too.
Yeah, touchdown is brought to you by Grant County State Bank, proudly serving Grant County for over 70 years. Marion, Sweetser, and Swayze growing in our community.
Saladay, nice kick, good hold. Hey, that's crucial for Mississinewa, Ryan.
It is
21-0. Third quarter winding down with a quarter to go in these conditions. I think Mississinewa, if they keep playing consistent, I think they can come away with a victory. I don't want to jinx them, but I think if they keep playing strong, they will. If they make mistakes and play sloppy, it could be a close ball game even still.
Yeah, Indians 21, Blackford 0. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back. This 1-minute break is brought to you by Jackson's Dairy Farm. 789 East Old Kokomo Road in Marion. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching Minnesota Indians football on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back, and the only person that would say this is the one and only Andy McCourty, who's giving an update on the Oak Hill game, and he said it is snowing in near Indiana.
Yeah.
And the only Andy McCourt would say that.
I mean, I didn't think it'd be snowing tonight, but it's ripe for it tonight.
Yeah. Saladay will kick it, and it is
what
high.
A kick. Booming high kick.
And it is in the end zone for a touchback.
I'm telling you, I mean, you don't think of the value of a special teams unit with Saladay like that, but I'm telling you what, it just keeps your offense from, you just basically set it up and play defense, and you don't have to worry about the run back, and it just really is a huge value to have a kicker that can kick that deep.
Yeah, Saladay, a 6'0", 160-pound sophomore, and I tell you what, by his senior year, he will be kicking 60-yard field goals.
Yeah.
I mean, he will be kicking it so far, it'll be amazing.
Yeah, I think maybe they might have got Mississinewa with possibly could have been a face mask. I don't know exactly, but it looked like the ball carrier was grabbed from up top, so I'm not real sure what they're going to call on this. It looked like a face mask to me. Nope. Is that personal foul? Okay, he gets the Bruins. I didn't realize. I thought maybe.
Yes, yeah.
All right, so penalty against the Bruins.
First and 20 for the Bruins from their own 10-yard line.
Okay, that really unfortunately for Blackford, another crucial penalty that really puts them back in a position where it's going to be tough. They have a lot of yards.
Yeah, even though it's first down, but they got 20 to go.
And Mississinewa can be real aggressive here and try to push them farther back.
It'd be a gain of 1 at least, if nothing.
And first and long, it's second and I think I might have got a couple yards, Ryan. Not many, though.
No, not.
Blackford's pinned deep in their own territory.
Yeah.
Second and 15. Clock's running, and Blackford's really going to have to probably maybe try some different things to get their offense pushing a little bit for a score, because they've got a lot of points to make up with their type of offense. Okay, just done a little misdirection. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little farther. Seminole going to bring some fresh players in.
Seth Koshanik and John Johnson will check in for Mississinewa along with Kyler Funk.
I'm interested to see what Blackford's going to come up with third,
third
long.
down.
They've passed it a few times at third and long.
Yeah,
they weren't very successful. I mean, they had open men, but they weren't lucky enough to make the catch. So
they
we'll see what they come up with.
They haven't done anything very special tonight. They've been just working small by small.
Handoff.
And I'll say if they, I don't think
trying to trick Mississinewa. I think it was going to be another pass play, but I mean they were set up for the run like they have all game.
So they'll be on 4th down, and I don't think it's a time to go for it either.
Yeah, they're pinned too deep, Ryan. I mean, I think if
they're so far back,
if it's the same time left in the 4th, you maybe rethink it in desperation, but just to get a score. But right now, there's no use in trying to risk.
The kick is up, and it
could
be going.
Rain
Yeah,
is killing the punters on this side of this east side of the field.
It took it all the way to the fence with no bounce.
That's
how strong the wind and
I think,
the rain is.
Nothing against Blackford's punter, but I think it's just the wind is nasty.
Yeah,
and if you get it up too high, they had some luck kicking low, even on the kickoffs, but the punts are up in the air and they're getting pulled back by the rain and wind. I don't envy the players out there. I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be out there in this cold.
No. Well, you'll be out in the cold tomorrow.
Yeah, I will. That's why I don't envy them
One
now.
day's
I'm
enough.
I'm gonna get my fill tomorrow for about 2.5 to 3 hours of that tomorrow.
Yeah, one day's enough to be out in the cold.
But winds and advancements will make me nice and warm and cozy inside.
Yeah, and hopefully they won't throw water on you tomorrow if you do well.
I hope not. But a trip to semi-state for a boys team, I will welcome a nice cold bath. I'll take one. Okay, Heisman fakes it to Cave, but throws it deep.
Throw it deep, and it'll be there'll be a flag.
Okay, we'll see what they come up with.
I mean,
Blackford get a hold of him.
I think it might be holding.
Okay.
Gosh, that was such a good pass.
I mean, in the wet conditions, I mean, he got one off. It was kind of short, but the wide receiver had time to come back to the ball. Okay, pass interference. He may have got some contact.
Yeah.
And it really, to be honest with you, Ryan, that's kind of a smart penalty, regardless of Blackford's in favor of that or not. But it's smart to. I mean, that'd be another touchdown. He would have got the ball easy because he came back to it. He saw it.
That that throw was so. I mean, it was literally on the money.
You don't want to say a penalty is a smart play, but in that situation, it's very smart to keep him from scoring. Okay, we're checking the PlayStation controller plays up there on the field. See what the guys are going to do.
The PS4 play is up right now.
All right. Looks like we're ready. Looks like Heisman's getting the offense set here.
10 to go.
And the shotgun. He puts Cade in motion. Heisman just takes it right up the middle.
Heisman will take it by himself, and it could. And it'll be marked at least the 2nd-yard line.
And as Lee Corso says to Blackford, not so fast, my friend. You can think you can catch Heisman, but you can't. He scampers through. There's another quote. We got another one off the list.
Yeah,
Lee Corso.
3 to go.
Coached my beloved IU football team back in the 70s.
I'm sorry.
All right, we'll see what Mississinewa's got here.
IU has a chance tomorrow for homecoming.
They do. They've had a good season. They've got good defense. They're better than Purdue. Sorry, Purdue fans. We'll see what happens at the end. Okay, Heisman.
And
direct snap, and this comes up. And hey, I don't mind it. They're in field goal range.
Yeah.
They're in the red zone, and the clock is ticking down. Yeah. And they have a 21-0 lead. And I'm telling you, I just think Mississinewa was just playing smart right here, and just trying to do their best to take care of the ball. And if they score, so be it. If not, they run the clock.
Yeah,
down.
like you said, they were in close range. So it'll be 2nd down, 4 to go. Ball is on the 4-yard line, and let's see if the Indians can come up with another touchdown.
Okay. Heisman pitched it to the right, and Cade just barrels through like a bowling ball. I don't know if he got in. Looks like he's just short.
It'll be at the 1. Yeah, he's short, so it'll be at the
goal line. The 3rd and goal.
The 3rd and goal for the Indians.
We have another joke coming in from
the anonymous.
Yeah, from our feed, from our fans all over the world. What happens to football players who go blind?
They become referees.
They become referees. That's an awesome joke. That's great.
You know,
coming from the same source, I mean, you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Bring it some more.
Yeah.
Now, Heisman gets hit down low and, you know, just short again, but I know we want to score again, but I don't mind this.
Yeah.
Eat the clock up.
Exactly.
Make Blackford stay out there in the cold on defense and just make it tough on them. So 4th and 1, I think Mississinewa is going to go for it. Might as well with a 21-0 lead.
Yeah, do a little
I
jump
don't
or try to
think
get
a field goal is going to make much difference at this point.
And I was about to say, only that person would say that funny of a joke.
Yeah. If you're playing PlayStation, you go for it. In high school football, you do. But bad snap. Heisman loses control, but lays on it. And, guys, I'm telling you, it looks – I mean, I really don't feel like – I mean, it's unfortunate, but it doesn't kill the Indians at this point.
Yeah.
Been nice to come away with points, but –
it's raining, the field's wet, the ball's wet, and it's unfortunate, but Blackford will take over on downs.
Yeah, and it's deep in their own territory, and I think Mississinewa can play the same game they did last possession of Blackford. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, Blackford sets up, and looks like Isaac Justice got a little bit of a surge on the right side of the line and got maybe picked up 3 or 4. He's got good speed for Blackford. He's done a good job tonight. I think Blackford's running into a really, really strong Mississinewa team tonight, but I think Blackford probably have a good run in their sectional from what we looked at earlier. I think Blackford – they're consistent. They're consistent. They don't turn the ball over much. I mean, they've had a few crucial penalties, but I think in their sectional they've got a chance to go a little ways. If anybody out there is watching the stream from the Blackford area, I mean, I think you got a lot to look forward to with Blackford.
Throw will be complete to number 7. That'd be Justice. And it'd be complete to him.
Mississinewa is doing a good job containing Blackford's offense right now, and it's deep in the territory, and Blackford's going to be pretty conservative here, and I think Mississinewa knows what's coming on when they play conservative. So we'll see what Mississinewa comes up with.
38 seconds and counting, and to begin the 4th quarter, Indians 21, Blackford 0. There'll be a flag and a
flag on the play. Penalties against the Indians, encroachment.
And that'll move Blackford up.
Okay, looks like 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and Blackford.
And now
3rd and 2.
That'll move them up on encroachment from the Indians.
See if Mississinewa can hold them here and in the quarter. Looks like Blackford's not hurrying at all.
They're not into it.
They're going to let the quarter run out. And Mississinewa still up 21-0.
Yeah, and they are signaling 4th quarter, and let's get it out of the 4th quarter underway. We'll get it underway in approximately 1 minute. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and this 1-minute break is brought to you by Good Neighbor Pharmacy, 1030 East Main Street in Gas City. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching Mississinewa Indians football on the Tribe Sports Network.
At the end of 3 quarters, Madison Grant leading Franklin 35-14.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter here at Fisher Field. Indians 21, Blackford 0. Fourth quarter is getting underway.
And like my good friend Coach Taylor would say, I mean, hey, you play good defense, you'll win.
Yeah.
You know, it's not an exciting quote, but I promised I'd give Taylor a shout-out, so I snuck that in.
Oh, Taylor.
Yeah. So here we go. See what Blackford's got coming up. Looks like the same type of offense. They really don't pass a lot, as we saw from the stats. They really don't stray from this offense. It's really, you know, helped them through the season. They have a good record. They've got a good chance to get through their sectional. I mean, I think they stick with it. They just don't match up well with the Indians tonight. So, but they have probably a really good shot at going through sectional.
Yeah. Third down, 2 to go. Ball's on the 21.
Okay, it looks like Blackford tries to go up the middle again, and they meet a host of Indians. Did you hear, hey, Ryan, did you hear about the punter who lived past 100?
Oh, gosh.
He is still alive and kicking. That's what's going on. From the same source.
Yeah,
one of our fine listeners.
Yeah.
In the audience tonight.
Yeah, we only have three quotes left from Mr. Brian Elliott. So our anonymous
Coach Taylor heard my Job of the Hut, and I thought we had the pots all the way down. In the business, we call pots your levels on your volume.
Yeah.
He heard my Java through some source. I don't know how you heard it.
Yeah, you'll have to do.
Maybe it's the force.
Yeah.
The force is with Taylor.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're getting off course here. Sorry, listeners.
Yeah, you'll at the end of the game, you'll have to do the one and only Isaac Hanthorne calling. If viewers are at home wondering what in the world was that, that is.
We're having too good of a time.
Yeah.
Ryan and I have a good time hanging out together. And look like Mississinewa is finding themselves in a real good spot.
Yeah, people are wondering what in the world was that noise.
We're just having a good time up here.
That is for the one and only freshman Isaac Hanthorne.
Yes. Was really proud of seeing him come out as a freshman for the Mississinewa football team. I think that's awesome that Isaac came out. And I was really proud to see him coming out for the team this year.
If you try to talk to Chewy, he'll just nod his head and say,
I really like how a lot of freshmen haven't played football. In middle school, they come out as a freshman trying a sport they haven't done in a while, so it's really nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It looks like Mississinewa's called for a penalty, so they're going to come back a little bit. At this point, it's just immaterial at this point. Mississinewa can stay on Blackford's side of the field. I think we can come up with points or run the clock down, right?
Yeah. Looks like it'll still be first down, 15 to go, and ball will be on the 28. Skeens will send man in motion, and that'll be.
Okay, Laundry is thrown across the field. I don't know what that's going to be called on. Cade got tackled pretty hard there. Even though this isn't radio, Ernie Harwell said the Detroit Tigers play-by-play announcer. In radio, they say nothing happens until the announcer says it happens. And really, back in the old days when you couldn't see these fine streams by the TribeTV crew and such streams and media such as this, you had to listen to every word of the radio announcer's voice to know what was going on. Ryan and I think we do a great job.
I
We've strayed off course the last minute or two, but I think we're doing fine.
Yeah, that just adds the fun moment into broadcasting.
Yeah.
Second down, 18 to go, and ball will be on the 10:58 to play in the fourth
Okay, Heisman
quarter.
sets the offense. Hands
He'll
it off to
send
Campbell.
Campbell will break through 2, and he'll be gone. That'll be a touchdown.
That was awesome. The bowling ball, Cade Campbell, scampers through the line and just powers himself through to the end zone.
That'll be an Indian touchdown, and that touchdown is brought to you by Edward Jones, making sense of investing. 201 West Main and Gas City, 765-677-9259. And Andre Saladay will meet his team and kick it to the upright.
Okay, Saladay.
Or Sam Tarpon is in.
Oh, yes. Give Sam a time to
Tarpon will be in for
put
the
it
Indians.
through the senior, finishing his career out for the Mississinewa Indians football team, so he can put it through.
It's nice to have Tarpon back.
Nice set. Tarpon shoots it through the end zone.
He's got such a strong leg. He looks like he barely kicked that.
Yeah, I've seen him at practice for soccer, and he can just hit the ball hard.
It was like he was doing that in his sleep.
I know. It was awesome. Glad to see him get one through.
Again, touchdown is brought to you by Edward Jones, making sense of investing. 201 West Main in Gas City, 765-677-9259. Indians 28, Blackford 0.
The jokes are coming in, guys. Why did the football coach shake the vending machine? He wanted his quarterback. Oh, I love it. We're getting jokes from other viewers out there.
I love it. That's what makes the stream.
They're corny, but they're good.
Yeah, they are amazing. Yeah, that's what makes a good stream.
Warms your heart on a cold, moist night here in Grant County.
Yeah.
Or around the world if you're.
Yeah, we had.
If you're streaming this from Abu Dhabi or whatever, somewhere in the Middle East, you never know who's watching football right now.
Blackford will try to break through, and they'll be brought down after a minute of running basically in circles.
Well, Mississinewa's got 10:40 to hold Blackford off and maybe get a nice shutout. We're probably going to have a lot of reserves come in and see if they can finish the game, get some experience for the next round. But it looks like we have an Indian hurt. Sorry.
Indian hurt is injured. Injury timeout is brought to you by Marion General Hospital, 441 North Wabash Avenue. And, of course, it's in Marion. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back, and we'll try to figure out what Indian player is injured. You're watching Mississippi Indians football on the Tribe Sports Network.
I think the Tribe. I've heard start a podcast. I'm surprised you haven't started a podcast already. They should. They're great. It's great, and we can talk about stuff that we're not allowed to talk about. Yeah, they're totally. Because we could just do our own thing. Yes, that thing I was talking 2 years ago. Yeah. We can do that. We could just do it like. We can have one person like. No, just make it not affiliated with school. Do our own thing. You know, like how I can. If we keep things like have it all. I mean, it's like a Discord server, and then like we could take it bad server and have our like Discord chat. Do our own thing. Yeah, school. Yeah, sports. Oh yeah. Whatever it's called. It's awesome. I mean, we'll always do crap in the background to try to make it. One of them, it was was one of the recent episodes. There is an actual audio from some guy screaming, just screaming blood. It's called The Femur Breaker. Is the video what we were playing? And the Femur Breaker. Show him we don't try to make it he's one of us now. He's part of the crew. We could do a podcast.
Back on the injury timeout, that'd be Indian number 50, John Johnson, and it took him a long time to get him up.
To get him up to make sure he was okay to walk off with help. I mean, at least he's on his feet.
So we'll
see. Hopefully it's not too severe for the Indians, so hopefully he's not. He's going to be able to come back next week. I would doubt they'd need him for the rest of the game, so hopefully he can get healed up regardless of the injury here. But it looks like he's walking out on his own, so it's
shout out to a person that doesn't get enough shout outs is athletic trainer Julie Wilmert for all the great things she does for Mississinewa. We can't thank her enough.
She's helped my injured athletes a ton this season. It's been nice to have her. So been good addition to the sports program here.
Yeah, I'm glad she came back to Mississinewa, and she's just been amazing for
does a great
the
job.
athletics. Yeah.
Okay, we've got a flag thrown.
Yeah, first.
Barely got to the line. Flag's thrown. And
encroachment
on the Indians. Now the clock's really stagnant now.
Yeah, 10:40.
Been pretty quick game so far, but the last minute or so it's been pretty slow.
It's only 8:46, and now to the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It seems like the fourth quarter is going by slow.
It's great.
Yeah.
All right. Blackford, Mealy leads them to the line. See what they got coming up here. So we've got the cooking, same old, same old.
Yeah.
Pretty good surge. It looks like Justice got through, I think. From nope, wasn't Justice. I think it was.
Cruz comes in for the Indians.
Okay.
Tripped up by number 17, Kyler Funk.
First down, 10 to go. Ball is on the 37 with 10:15 left, and Blackford will gain most at 3. I tell you,
Justice got a few yards, but not much.
Yeah, their short game has worked for him tonight.
The Sentinels doing a great job collapsing on that line and stopping them for minimal gains. They haven't had real big gains. They've had decent pushes, but 3 to 4 yards, maybe 2, and just not enough to get through 4 downs for most of their possessions. First half, they had some success. Pretty good push again by the line. And
yeah, I tell you, there were number 78 for Blackford. It has to be amazing to have him because he is so strong on the line. And
I mean, it almost looks unreal how big he is. He really, I'm sure I don't know for sure, but I'm sure he'd get some college looks.
He's just so
huge.
strong.
I mean, he's built. He's got an NFL body now.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets speed and quickness and footwork, he's successful college football if he's interested in doing so. Ooh, another surge by looks like close. Shane Elam. He's carried the ball a couple times this possession, and he surged past the first down marker. But I guess he was just a bit outside the first down marker. On the good side of the outside, I guess. I had to sneak the baseball one. That was hard to do.
Yeah,
that's Bob Euchre, MLB player and Brewers play-by-play. He was also like in a sitcom for years. I can't remember what that sitcom was. If you guys remember what the sitcom is out there in streaming land, tell me what show Bob Euchre was in. I don't remember. Let me know. He was in a movie, Major League.
Yeah.
He was really good in that.
Second down, 10 to go. And ball looks like it'll be on the 47. 48.
Well, looks like the Indians are going to have themselves a CIC title.
Yep.
So that's great for the Indians, and it's been a very, very good season. And they've got a, tough road to go up in their sectional. It's going to be really tough. And Mississinewa's just going to have to keep playing consistently, stay healthy, and I think they can have a good, strong run in their sectional.
Yeah. As we have a break, if you're sitting at home and if you're sitting at home and you love watching Indian football, tweet TribeTV, TribeTV on Twitter, and we'll give you a shout out. And again, thank you to everyone that is watching the stream. It cannot happen without you guys. So we appreciate all of our viewers. Blackford.
Okay, looks like he hands it off to Isaac Justice, and he gets to the Indians' 40, and he comes down. Another first down, Blackford.
Another first down, and I tell you, their short game has worked tonight.
And I think even though we might have a few reserves in for Mississinewa, they're doing a good job.
They are
getting some varsity time, and I think Mississinewa's. It's been nice that Mississinewa's had some reserves come off the sideline and get to play some minutes this season and get some of the more lopsided victories.
Yeah.
It's good experience for them to get
it
real game experience, and it helps them get deeper in playoffs. If they need somebody to come off the bench, they've got some people that are experienced and been on the field, and they won't.
John Hall, Chris Pavey, Tyler Funk on the stop for the Indians.
Hall, Pavey, and Funk was on the stop for the Indians. Second down, ball on the 9.
And Blackford comes to the line, and we'll see what looks like it's going to be.
9 to go, ball on the 39, pardon me.
Continue to be the same type of offense they have, and just keep working with what they've used all season.
Yeah. 6:15 left to play in the fourth quarter. The rain has slowed down.
I think to a little bit of drizzle.
Yeah.
I can see it in the light, but just
it's
not much.
It's a lot better now than what it was earlier.
Oh, yeah, it was coming down pretty consistently. So it's good to see it slow down.
You can still see the players' breaths.
Yeah,
it's
pretty cold. Still in the high 30s, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Blackford hands it off, but didn't trick.
No, a big stop by number 79, Skylar Tackett.
Yes, I call him traps. Got huge traps.
Yeah, it is 36 degrees outside right now. That's cold.
4th and 10.
4th and 10. Looks like the ball will be on, the 40.
It's a great football name, Skylar Tackett.
Yeah.
It sounds mean and menacing.
Yeah.
He also did a little track for me and threw some shot put and discus for me back in the day. He was a strong dude.
Yeah.
I even had him sprint a little bit. Okay. With 4:57 to play, looks like the Indians are going to keep a hold of that CIC jug and get them a CIC championship this year.
Timeout, Blackford. We are going to take a 1-minute break. This 1-minute break is brought to you by Fam Out Family Dentistry, 215 East Washington Street in Fairmount. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching Mississinewa Indians football on the Tribe Sports Network, live from Gas City.
We're getting some quality entertainment. That's what we're playing. They play that almost. Can you hear that too, man? They play that almost every day. We play played that during one strike. You can hear it. You can hear it. Every guy you can hear. I forgot there was air there. Yeah, that's what, like, I just like to imagine we're like, we are nothing will phase you. Right. We are like Mr. Miyagi.
Pass is complete to number 30, Shane Elam.
Pass is complete to Blackford.
Yeah, we're having some good time here in the TribeTV portion of the press box.
Yes.
And Blackford
First and 10 for the Indians from their own 45-yard line.
is trying to maybe put some points on the board. I mean, it's always, always a point of pride to try to get some points, even though you're outmanned that night and didn't play as well as you'd like, or played a team that you're kind of outmatched with. Still nice to get some points on the board. Blackford's going to try to get it in the end zone if they can. And Mississinewa, I think they're playing really tough. They like to secure the defense likes to secure a shutout. It's nice for a team to shut a team out, and I think even if there's reserves on the field, they're going to try to stop Blackford from scoring.
First down, didn't go. Ball on the 45.
I guess it doesn't matter when the Indians have the ball, so I guess I should.
Be a flag on the play.
The Indians have the ball, so the Indians are just probably going to run a lot of clock down.
Yep, and
hopefully we don't have
back.
any mistakes, but as we do, 5-yard penalty on the Indians, so it's going to keep the keep the clock from rolling down to zeros for the Indians. So we'll see what.
For our stream, we are at 150 views.
Awesome.
Tonight. So, again, we thank everyone tuning in to tonight's broadcast. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the final and fourth quarter. Indians 28, Blackford 0. Second down, 15 to go, and ball will be on the 40.
See what the Indians got cooking here. Got some new offensive players in the backfield. See what they give them a chance to make some offensive plays.
Gage Peterson will be in the backfield for the Indians.
Little handoff.
And it'll be a fumble
coughed up football. Blackford gains possession of the ball. At this point, I know the reserves are a little frustrated. They lost the ball, and I'm sure the coaching staff wants them to keep a hold of the ball, but gives them some real game experience, and really the game's out of hand at this point.
Yeah. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to play the fourth quarter here at Fisher Field, and it has not stopped raining.
Yeah. Yeah, our quotes are done for the night, guys. I wish we had more, but we had some great sports quotes tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
I forgot about.
Yeah, thank you to the Mr. Brian Elliott and our anonymous ones that threw in some quotes. We thank you, and we give a big thank you to Brian Elliott. He spent all week on those, and those were some very interesting quotes. They were pretty good.
Yeah, ones we couldn't use is the Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant. That has, that's not going to have any relevancy here. Indians win the conference title. The Indians win the conference title.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound as sweet.
No,
it's hard to get out of your tongue, but hey, for the Indians, it's a sweet conference victory and a nice championship this year for Coach Funk. So
yeah.
Looks like 30 from Blackford. Shane Elam gets a few yards.
3 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the final and fourth quarter.
Like Ryan said before, TribeTV is going to do the broadcast of the first round of sectional with Mississinewa playing at home versus the Western Panthers at the first round of sectional for the 4A football tournament for the state of Indiana. So if you can't make it out, you can check the stream out from TribeTV.
Third down, 1 to go. And I'm sure they did.
It's like the athletic director's driving the Gator down the sideline and getting there and getting Johnson up on the Gator and getting him taken care of, getting him off the field.
Yep, Johnson will be taken off the field by Athletic Director Chance Young and Athletic Trainer Julie Wilmert. He will get the ride in the back of the Gator. And best wishes to him as he starts his healing process.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too severe. I'm not real sure what the injury is, but hopefully this week he can get healed up for sectionals.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, Blackford moving the chains, trying to get in the end zone. So Mississinewa's got 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter to secure the CIC championship victory.
Yeah, 1 minute and 55 seconds and counting.
Okay, Blackford comes to the line. Still got the big boy on the line.
Yeah, yeah.
You got X there, creating big holes. And Mississinewa does a good job tackling Blackford and holding them back for no gain.
1 minute and 20 seconds left and counting. Second down, 9 to go, and ball will be on the 13.
All right, Blackford comes to the line. See what they got coming up. More probably the same. Power football.
Yeah.
Looks like an Indian tackler tripped the runner up.
Here on the carry.
74 for the Indians comes in and replaces. I'm not sure these numbers. Don't have these numbers. It must be some reserve or JV guys.
Reserve, yeah.
Yeah, so good to get some time on the field. Looks like Blackford coughs it up.
Fumble. And it looks like it's going to the Indians, and it will.
Okay. So it looks like the Indians can run the game
and that was by 74 Timmy Scott on the recover.
Big Tim.
And he's jumping up and down.
Yeah, he's pumped. For the Mississinewa Indians. Sure victory here at Fisher Field on this cold October night, Ryan.
Yeah, it's definitely cold. You got that right.
Okay, we'll see what the Indians do. I'm sure they're just going to run the clock out and seal the victory. Okay. Yeah. QB kneels, and the clock's going to run down. Great season, regular season for the Indians, Ryan.
And the Indians are CIC champs. And the Indians again win 28-0. I'd like to thank rest of our corporate sponsors, Cunningham Glass, Meyer, and House Hunters. And on the State Farm Agent Dennis Roach scoreboard, the clock is at 0. Indians 28, Blackford 0, and so long from Gas City.
Hey, thanks, Ryan, for having me on again. I appreciate it. It's been awesome.
Again, so long. Myself and Ian Van Winkle wish you the best of nights. And again, Coach, best of luck tomorrow at Regional.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Have a pleasant evening and good night.